throw between the legs.
Watching him now, you'd probably never know.
That one out of bounds to Dustin Baber. Under the leg, whoopsie-doodle. Chops this one to his counterpart at second. Dustin Baber between the legs, handling a gnarly hop.
That a life on the diamond was never in the plan for Dustin Baber.
I played baseball as like a side gig my whole life. I never really saw myself with a future in it. I always saw myself going to golf. I just became so in love with it. I became in love with the mental battle of you playing yourself. You're not playing anybody else. It's just you versus the course, and you have to really fight. You have to really grind through the rounds to put up a good score, and I just love the overall thought process of it.
A passion that was passed down to him.
I became really infatuated with golf because of my grandfather. When he passed away, I kind of just decided to take the reins and continue on for him, because it was kind of our way of getting together and being together and spending time together.
Not only did he love it, but he was good at it too.
So for golf, I had gotten numerous letters, about 20 to 25 letters to go to speak to colleges. Some of the bigger names was Stanford.
As for how he viewed himself as a baseball player,
I thought like no one would take me, no one would give me a scholarship, no one would really sign me because of I was undersized, I didn't have the power, I didn't have anything I didn't have the tools that they were looking for.
But all of that would soon get flipped upside down.
It changed because I tore my elbow. That's exactly how everything changed in my life.
When given the choice between rehabbing for golf or baseball,
it became really prevalent that I wanted to play baseball. Like it never really occurred to me until that moment that how much I really loved being on the field.
Of course, leaving golf behind, he must have certainly had some baseball options, right?
Zero.
In fact, it wasn't until a random trip to Daytona that Dustin would come across his first opportunity to keep playing, when his family heard of a tryout going on for Daytona State College. The only problem, he hadn't planned to go to a tryout that day.
We went to Dick's Sporting Goods, we bought cleats, we bought pants, we bought belt, we bought everything. I had no baseball equipment with me other than my glove that was in the trunk.
Dustin would do good enough to get his one shot at college ball.
It was so crazy. I had gotten letters from all these D1 schools for golf, but nothing felt as good as getting that call for a 50% scholarship to a junior college. And like just the opportunity was all I was looking for, and to finally get it, and it was mind-blowing to think about.
And this one chance, well, that was all he needed.
I loved getting one offer. I loved it because it said, okay, no one else believed in me, but you did, so I'm gonna give you everything I have. That's how I took it.
Giving everything he had and earning the attention of Division I program, North Carolina A&T.
They had heard so much about my fielding and all the hype around it, and yeah, that was it.
A defensive threat who soon found success with the bat too.
This one driven deep to right field at the track, and it is gone! Dustin Baber!
Seemingly well on his way to being signed by a major league team.
Baber! Oh, Baber! Wow! Look at that!
I don't cry, so this is the hardest moment of my sports life. Was there's a ground ball. I had a month left of season. I was hitting 300. I was doing everything that scouts wanted. I was still in contact. They were like, yeah, we'll sign you. A month left. I field a ground ball up the middle. I make a throw, and my shoulder just goes. And I knew it as soon as I threw it. I was like, all the MLB dreams just kind of went out the window on that moment.
Dustin would graduate, but struggled to find a job that he loved. Until?
And there was the hitting academy in Clearwater, Florida. I walked in, gave him my resume, and he said, can you start? I said, I can start today. And I had a lesson 45 minutes later. And the dark time that happened when I got hurt kind of just went away, because I found the new love for the game working with kids every day at the hitting academy, and I found that love again.
A renewed love for the game, but no clear path back to playing, or so he thought.
I was watching TikToks, and across came the video of the drop one. That went viral, and it came up on my page, and I showed it to Alexis, and she said, That's hilarious. Can you do it? I said, I don't know.
With his then girlfriend and now wife, Alexis's support, he tried out. He would make it and join the party animals for the summer series in Savannah. But in order to stick around longer,
They said, we loved your baseball, but can you bring something else to the table? How can you stand out?
so how would he stand out?
Faber stood out today.
Faber, I need you to talk like a leprechaun the rest of the day.
Top of the morning to you. Okay.
That's it.
Good, dog. It's right there. It's good.
My mother was the one that came up with it. And I'd always joked about being a leprechaun. I'm short, red hair. It's low-hanging fruit at that point. But she said, what if you were a leprechaun? So I was like, I don't know what their reaction would be, but I'm not gonna be afraid of it. And that's whenever the character was born.
While his look and his prowess with the glove had certainly made him a standout, it was his bat that gave us all a moment we'll never forget.
That if you take a pitch after dragging a beer with Holly Holmes, if you take this pitch and it's a strike, are you kidding me? You can't do that. Like, you have to swing. So I went up there, and as soon as she hit me on the back and she went to first base, and I gave her a props down to first base, I said, I'm swinging. So you better not throw me off speed pitch. You better not throw a ball in the dirt, because I am swinging.
Baber. First swing again. Deep to left. Dustin Baber. First ever home run at bananaball.
I swung hard in case I hit it, and I hit it, and that was it. I mean, I just took the most of the opportunity. I did it in such a grand moment that it was like you couldn't write a better story. And like it'll be the top moment, I think, for me. Like just to be a part of that moment and have everyone be so supportive from top to bottom of the organization, and then just to do it in that moment, it was, I still get speechless thinking about it.
Oh, he pimped him.
Although those big moments and big stages are great,
And he will be greeted with Dustin Baber ranging into shallow center field and coming up with a barehanded leaping grab.
for Dustin, he sees every game as an opportunity, as just one shot, which is all he's ever needed, to give everything he has to those who've believed in him.
I had so much love for the game after working with those kids in Clearwater that seeing on that first tour how much of an impact each of the players had on the kids every single game, just seeing how much we meant to them meant so much to me. And being able to go to these huge stadiums and thinking about like the grand scale that we're on, but then being able to see that one kid wearing the green vest, wearing that one kid doing the Irish dance when I go to the plate, it's mind-boggling. Like 2 million fans, at least 1 million of those are kids, and like they just get to see how much fun we have. They get to see the love we have for the game, and now they're going to emulate it. They're going to want to be like us, and it's just hard. It's hard to fathom how much of an impact we do have, and because of this game, we have it.